Hello divers, thanks for joining me today. The subject of today's video is weight configuration logbooks. Many divers do not know how much weight they need on every trip that they go on, and so what we're going to do with our weight configuration logbook is we are going to stop reinventing the wheel.
This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba for another technical diving tips, techniques, and trips video.
Prior to maintaining a separate weight configuration logbook, I used to log my weight configuration in my normal logbook, but I find it much easier to actually have all the weight configurations in one single place that is dedicated to the weight configuration. So I've been doing this for a number of years. This is actually my second logbook of this type, and so what we're going to do is talk about what I have in here. Okay, so I have a bunch of dives in here, and what I usually do is if I refine my weight configuration on a particular dive, what I'll do is I'll log a representative dive in the logbook on a trip, and I will then reference that. Alright, so this has a code here going down here like this, and what I have is different information associated with this, whether it's salt water or fresh water, whether it's a single tank, back mount doubles, side mount, how many deco tanks I use, and the thickness of the wetsuit that I use. So I have a code that I have in each one of these, and what I'll do is I'll also, in addition to referencing it this particular way, what I'll also have is a little drawing of the weight configuration. So this one, for example, is a weight configuration for a side mount rig with different types of tanks, and then I might also have one for a single tank back mount here. And again, this is in salt water, and what this does is it represents the weights that I have on the tank bands, the upper tank band and the lower tank band, and then also the two weight pouches on the weight belt. So I'll also put down notes such as, in this case, this was significant. At that point in 2019, I was actually using a plastic dive right backplate. So I have a variety of dives like this, and so what I can do is quickly find what type of configuration I'm going to use, and I have a sort of an index here, and it has what type of suit I have, back mount or side mount or whatever. The tanks that I'm going to be using, in this case I'm using low pressure steel 85s, or if I'm going to be using aluminum tanks. And then again, fresh water, whether I have a deco tank or don't have deco tanks, and then this is the index of the page that I have that reference on. So all I need to do is go ahead and go down here in the back to decide what the parameters are of the particular type I'm diving, fresh water, salt water, what kind of thickness wetsuit I'm going to have, what kind of type diving I'm doing, a single back mount, twin back mount, side mount, and so on, and I can quickly go to it. I also have some of the more common ones for quick reference, which ones I'm going to be using, and again, you see the diagram here for the most common ones that I'm using as to how to configure that. Now, the other thing that I do is, particularly if I don't have this logbook with me, because I frequently just leave this back at the home base, is I'll actually email myself the configuration of the that I'm going to be using a particular day. So then, when I get back home, if I don't have my logbook with me, then I can transcribe the data from the email onto the logbook. So by having all these different configurations, and I haven't counted how many there are lately, but there's an awful lot of them, by doing this every trip I go on, I can pretty much find out what kind of configuration weight-wise, how much weight I need, and what kind of distribution configuration that I need, so that I don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. If you don't do this and you don't remember from trip to trip. You might keep doing that, and you could blow an entire day or more just trying to figure out how to properly weight yourself. So it's good to start building a database of some sort. In this case, with my weight configuration logbook, it's a good idea to do this so that if you do need to go somewhere and you need to know what you're doing in advance, you don't have a chance to do a weight check. This will at least get you in the ballpark. Okay, so this is a very important subject. If you don't want to keep reinventing the wheel and you want to be able to immediately start diving with a reasonable weight configuration. Okay, so that's it for this quick video.
This is Chris with Dive Zone Scuba. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.